So, ready? I think they are good. I can see live everything on the YouTube.
Someone is telling cannot get in for passing.
You are on mute, Prachi. Okay, go ahead.
Good evening, friends. Good morning to whoever is in India and different country. Namaste to everybody. I would request everybody to stay on mute. Thank you all for joining and welcome again for today's session. Today is day 2 of self-healing retreat. So before we start the session, I'm going to quickly do a recap of what we did on day 1. In case anybody missed yesterday, here is a quick recap. So yesterday we started our wisdom session by knowing about the science of meditation. The first thing what we learned is about the science of meditation, which was to sit comfortably. The first point. The second was to be a passive witness. The third is to, when we witness our breath, the thoughts come by. But we get that when we have to come back immediately to our breath. So we have to remind ourselves to come back to our breath. Then we learned about secrets of meditation. The first point in that was meditation is simply you cannot do. This is one of my favorite point because I always used to say, I do meditation, so that corrected me very well. It happens, meditation happens. Then the second point was there should be no expectation when you sit for meditation. The third was about sincerity and seriousness. The difference between both. Sincerity is that you really want something, and seriousness is when you practice regularly about whatever you want. Sincerity breeds seriousness. We also learned some tips about how to meditate. Was to not open your eyes, keep the room dark, make sure the fingers are locked almost all the time. Fingers are locked all the time. We should wear a comfortable clothes, if possible, a shower before before the session, a quick shower before the session. You should have a mild fragrance around the room where you are sitting, and to drink a water before the session, which is very, very important. So you can go ahead and do now and after the session. Then we talked about, then we did the meditation, and then we talked about the self-healing part. So the first thing we talked in self-healing was diet. So how should be our diet for the next 7 days? And if you can continue after, we should consume the food of love rather than consuming the food of suffering. Food of love meaning plant-based food. When to eat? To eat food when you're really hungry, not just keep eating all the time. How to eat food? We should eat food as if, we should always eat food half stomach. So not just fill up completely, should leave a little space before we end our meal, for the next meal. Now, what we should have in our food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for the breakfast, Pradeep ji suggested that we should eat salads, fruits, nuts, smoothies, juice, whatever you can, uncooked. The important thing is uncooked. For lunch, you should eat a good meal, but it should be half, again, it should be a good meal, but it should cook mindfully and you should eat mindfully. Also the highest quality food and a plant-based food. For the dinner, you should eat only fruits. At least drink 4 liters of liquid. It could be water, juice, anything that is in totality. We should meditate in the morning when we get up. We should meditate in the night when we sleep, before going to sleep. And he ended the session with a very, very amazing line, the amazing truth, I would say, about truth. So truth, that is that, what is truth? That is eternal is truth. And that which goes through changes is Maya. Truth of highest order, that is true, not just in physical world, but also in all the worlds, which is casual, astral, mental world, in all the worlds. And the only obligation that we have in any given situation, in any lifetime, is to be true to yourself. You follow your heart and be guided by your heart. Let go of suffering. So we will start our day 2 self-healing visual retreat. I see the sir is here. Let's see.
Yes, namaste everyone.
Namaste. I welcome you, sir, for day 2. Thank you so much.
Yes, we'll start the day with meditation. Drink some water. Remove your eyeglasses and darken your room. Sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. The most important point to remember, please don't open your eyes. That is the secret of a successful meditation. For the next 40 minutes, please don't open your eyes. Sit straight and as comfortably as possible. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your facial muscles, your eyebrows, from the top of your head till the tip of your toes, your body completely relaxed. In the state of deep relaxation, let your awareness be on your natural breath. You simply witness how the breath is going in and how the breath is coming out naturally. A passive witness. You step back and just allow the breath to happen. The breath is already happening. You just witness it. And the moment you notice any thoughts, don't fight with your thoughts. Don't go behind your thoughts. Don't be worried about your thoughts. Immediately come back to your breath, my dear friends. Again and again, come back to your breath. The most important point to remember, please don't open your eyes till the end of meditation, come what may. Allow the music to help you to go deep into meditation. You just be with your breath, my dear friends. While you enjoy the music, just be with your breath. Your 100% awareness on your natural breath. Final 10 seconds. Gently place your hands on your hearts. Let your fingers touch your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whenever you are ready, you may slowly remove the hands and open your eyes. And immediately drink some water. You can stretch yourself, your shoulders, your arms. Just a basic stretch. Stretch your body. And get ready with your pen and paper. Okay, friends. So we have done almost 50 minutes meditation. In these 7 days, we will understand more about the self. We will understand more about the science of meditation. To understand the self, meditation is essential. It becomes necessary. Theoretically, if you understand self, that is of no value. But when you're able to practically experience through meditation, then that is of value. Yesterday, we discussed about the science of meditation. What is meditation? And what is meditation is very simple, closing the eyes, observing the breath. And the important points to remember is you should sit comfortably in a relaxed posture. And number 2, you should have a passive witness. Witnessing of your breath should be very passive. And number 3, don't open your eyes, come what may. And come back to your breath again and again whenever you notice any thoughts. And having no expectations whatsoever before you sit for meditation. And to be sincere and serious. Without sincerity and seriousness, nothing will happen. So this is what we discussed yesterday. Today, let us discuss what is not meditation. Okay, so you can put the title, what is not meditation? Any technique you practice that doesn't help you to empty the mind is not meditation. Some people, they misunderstand calming the mind to the empty the mind. They both are two different things. For example, mantra chanting. You see, mantra chanting has its own benefits. Mantra is nothing but sound, vibration. So when you repeat a certain mantra, a certain sacred sound, it helps to calm your mind. That is possible. The calming the mind is possible. But to say a mantra, you need to use your mind. Without using your mind, you cannot say the mantra. It's a very simple logic. By using the mind, you cannot empty the mind. So while chanting a particular mantra helps you to calm your mind, it doesn't empty the mind. So that is not meditation. The purpose of meditation, the goal of meditation is empty mind. So mantra chanting is not meditation, my dear friends. The next, visualization. In some meditation sessions, it is a bit unfortunate that these days in this new age of globalization and online things, many people are competing for this space, and the misguidance also happens. In some sessions, so-called meditation sessions, they ask you to visualize. Visualize a white light entering your sahasrara, or visualize a waterfalls, visualize the golden light, visualize the energies passing through the chakra system. Focus on your energies in your nadi points, chakra points. Focus on your third eye. So this is what is happening is you're visualizing. While visualization is a great technique for manifestation, visualization has its own benefits. When you visualize, for example, you want to build a house, you visualize the house, you visualize the fine details, how the house should be, how your bedroom should be, how your drawing room should be, how your living room should be. You visualize in fine details. The more you visualize, the more it helps in the physical manifestation. So visualization is for manifestation, physical manifestation. But to visualize, you use your mind. The very process of visualization involves your mind. Again, the same thing. By using the mind, you cannot empty the mind. Some people say, yes, when we visualize, we feel a lot of energy in our meditation. Yes, it is true. You will feel energy. But what is the purpose of meditation? Is the purpose of meditation to feel the energy or to empty the mind? What is the very purpose? Very purpose of meditation is to empty the mind. Why we have to empty the mind? Unless you empty the mind, you cannot be with yourself. You cannot be in union with your own self and higher self. So, emptying the mind is Raja Yoga. The king of all the yogas is to be with the breath. According to Patanjali, Sukhasanam, that means comfortable posture, and Sukha Pranayamam, that means natural breath. This is Patanjali's Raja Yoga Sutras. Any technique which doesn't empty your mind is not meditation. Very simple. While every technique has its own benefits, without emptying the mind, it is not meditation. Mantras are not meditation. Mantras has its own benefits, but it is not meditation. Visualization has its own benefits, but that is not meditation. And sometimes people say chakra meditation. No, they focus and they visualize the energy coming through the chakras and healing the chakras, the light passing through. That is visualization, that is not meditation. And then some people, they say it's a Kundalini meditation. They visualize the Kundalini energy. Kundalini energy is nothing but your potent energy, which is dormant, which gets naturally activated. The more and more you are with your breath, the more your natural potent energy gets activated. It's a very natural process. But when you try to activate the Kundalini energy, that means you are heading for a disaster. Anything that is natural is perfect. And when you try to manipulate, you are heading for a disaster. We all have Kundalini energy. Everybody has Kundalini energy. And that energy naturally gets activated when you are with your breath. And the more that Kundalini energy is activated, the more your awareness increases. The more you realize your own potential. That happens very naturally, organically. And that is the right process. And when you try to force upon it, thinking that you can activate your own Kundalini energy, you are wrong, my dear friends. You have to pay the consequences. So again, focusing on the chakra points, focusing on the Kundalini energy, this is not meditation. Then there is so-called guided meditation. What is this guided meditation? People continuously give instructions when you are meditating. Continuous instructions. So when you're listening to continuous instructions, your mind is active. And how can you empty the mind? So that is not meditation. That is not a meditation. While for a beginner of meditation, where the person doesn't know how to meditate, a simple guidance for a few minutes, how to sit for meditation, how to observe the breath, while a couple of minutes of guidance in the beginning of meditation is perfect, because the beginner needs that guidance. But once you know how to meditate, once you know meditation is nothing but close your eyes, observe the breath, as simple as that. Once you know the science behind it, and you're going for guided meditation, while you might feel that you are relaxed and you feel the energy, you feel the vibrations and the aura, and while you can feel all those things, your mind doesn't get empty. So again, the very purpose of meditation is not to feel calm. Some people, they misunderstand meditation is to feel calmness. No. There are many techniques to calm your mind, but that is not meditation. Meditation simply means zero mind, empty mind. So all the so-called guided meditations are absolutely not meditation. And the person who is guiding the meditation, he has absolutely no knowledge what is meditation. And he thinks he's doing a great service to the humanity by using a divine, husky voice to guide them into meditation. This is all not scientific. There is no science behind it. While it is important to understand what is the science behind meditation, it is also equally important to understand what is not meditation. What to do and what not to do. Unless you know what to do and what not to do, you cannot progress forward in your life. Truth is very simple, my dear friends. Meditation means empty mind. The purpose of meditation is zero mind. And sometimes people ask this question, sir, I feel very comfortable with certain guided meditations. I feel very comfortable with the visualization. I'm simply observing the breath. I feel nothing is happening. Yes, of course, when you're emptying the mind, nothing will happen. That is very natural. And don't fall into the trap of shortcuts. You have to underline this word. In spirituality, there is no shortcuts. Write it in bold and underline. There is no shortcuts in spirituality. Practice, practice, practice. Your sadhana will help you. Your practice will help you. And without any expectations. And these people who fall into this trap of so-called guided meditations, visualizations, and mantras, this is nothing but you are falling in your trap. Who are you cheating? You are cheating your own self. There is no shortcuts. If you think, if you attend certain meditations, you are progressing faster. There are certain techniques which will quickly get you into the enlightened state. With the guidance of a certain guru, you can get enlightenment quickly. You are in great illusion. Because in spirituality, there is no shortcuts. There is only straight cut. Truth is truth. That's it. So, my dear friends, it takes a lot of time and you need a lot of patience to get into a meditative state, which happens very naturally. So don't fall into the trap of shortcuts. Believe in yourself. You see, in every other technique, you are dependent on the outside. But this is Raja Yoga, observing the breath, is self-dependent. You are dependent only on your breath. When you are born, you inhale your first breath. When you vacate the body, you exhale your last breath. Between the first breath and the last breath is life on the planet Earth. So the only reality you know is as long as there is breath, you are in the body. And breath, your own breath, is your constant companion. People come and go, relationships come and go, but only your breath will be there with you till the last moment. From the first moment to the last moment, only your breath is your companion. And when you make friendship with your own breath, how do you make friendship? When you spend time. When you spend time with somebody, you make friendship. Similarly, when you close your eyes and sit and spend time with your own breath, witnessing the breath, observing the breath, then you understand a lot about yourself, because that is friendship with yourself. Friendship with yourself simply means you are spending time with yourself. How do you spend time with yourself? By being one with your breath. And sometimes people say, oh, to observe the breath, you need a quiet ambience and you need to have a certain calmness in your mind. So can we chant certain mantra for 5 minutes and then observe the breath? This is how the mind works. The mind takes you round and round. If you are very calm and quiet, you don't need meditation. It is like, when you are healthy, you don't go to doctor. When you are totally healthy, you don't go to doctor and take medicines. You take medicines only when you need it. Only when there is some illness is there and you take some medicines. Similarly, meditation is needed for the people who are not calm, who are agitated, who are disturbed. Meditation is the most needed the moment when you feel low in your life. That is the moment you need meditation the most. Some people think, oh, meditation means you need to have a certain background. You need to be calm and then only you can go into meditation. No, wrong, my dear friends. You meditate to become calm in the first place. So you do this experiment. Whenever you are feeling disturbed in your life, whenever you are feeling emotionally low, whenever you are feeling agitated, whenever you are feeling tension in your head, that moment immediately close your eyes and be with your breath. Do it as an experiment. Anytime, just for 5 minutes, just close your eyes and be with your breath. Then you'll see the magic. The magic is you realize that meditation is needed the most when you're in trouble. So you don't need any other techniques to calm your mind and then go into the breath. You can straight go into the breath. And there are other kinds of meditations where they invite some masters to come and assist the meditation process. They invite some star beings, they invite some angels, they invite Himalayan masters, they invite other enlightened masters to come and assist in the process as if they have no other work other than to come and assist you in meditation. Do you think Buddha, Mahavir, Babaji? Now Babaji has become very famous. It's very easy to call Babaji and he will come to you immediately. He has no other work. The angels have no other work. Other enlightened masters have no other work. They are waiting for your invitation so that they will come immediately. I mean, what kind of understanding is this? You are very understanding. The moment you invite, they will come as if they are your servants. Wrong understanding, my dear friends. No external dependency. When you invite somebody, a real master will never come, because a real master doesn't like dependencies. And you might say, yes, I can feel the energy of the master. You are not sure whether it is a real master or some low frequency mischief beings coming as a disguise. You never know. And sometimes people say, yes, we feel a lot of energy. The whole group is filled with light. We are feeling vibrations. Yes, this is exactly how the mischief beings, the low frequency mischief beings, this is how exactly they work. When you invite, that means you are giving away your power. So you say, we need your help. Can you come and help us? So you are giving away your power. So these mischief beings, they got a perfect invitation. So they will come, and to get your attention, what they will do, they will radiate such energy that you feel, wow, this real master has come, and you surrender. And in that moment of surrender to the external, they leech on you. And you can never progress in your spiritual journey. The masters will help you only when you are dependent on yourself. The help comes as a gift when you least expect it. Again, you underline this. The help comes when you least expect it and when you deserve it. You should have a certain eligibility to receive the help from the higher masters. And when you're dependent on others, you are ineligible. You are not eligible. It is very important to understand spirituality is equal to, you write it in very bold letters, spirituality is equal to having faith in the self. If somebody asks you, what is spirituality? Spirituality simply means I have faith in myself. When you say I have faith in myself, then you are a spiritual person. When you say I have faith in my guru, I have faith in my master, I have faith in the other systems, this system, that means you are not spiritual. You are a blind follower. When you have faith in the self, you are spiritual. Having faith in the self means faith. What is faith? Faith means you trust. You trust that whatever you are looking is inside you. The famous statement of Jesus Christ, the kingdom of God is within you. All the religions, they all say God is within you. While they say the God is within you, they don't say how to go inwards. That is a problem. The way to go in is you have to shut the outer doors. When your eyes are the doorways to the outside world. Some people, they say, can we do open eyes meditation? How can you do open eyes meditation? When your eyes are open, you are in the outside world. Eyes are the doorways to the outside world. But meditation is an inner journey, not an outer journey. So when all the outer is shut, like the body movements, the speaking, you see in meditation, your mouth is shut, no mantras, your eyes are closed, and your mind is also shut. Then the meditation happens. So when the outer is shut, then naturally your awareness is diverted to the inner. So no open eyes meditation. When you open the eyes, that is not meditation. You are stuck in the outside world. So having the faith in the self simply means you know that the kingdom of God is within. And you have the faith. The only way out is to go in. The only way out of all the suffering, the only way you come out of all the pain and suffering and all the sorrows, the only way out is to go in. This understanding means you have faith in the self. Then you are a spiritual person. Now, in this retreat, we'll speak and we discuss a lot about. We will discuss the next 5 days. We will discuss about understanding of the self, self-healing. And self-healing happens when you accept yourself. Self-acceptance comes first. This is the sequence. The first is having faith on the self. That is the first step. And the second step is accepting yourself. Whatever you are, you accept it. And you might ask a question, yes, I accept myself. Everybody accepts their positives, but do you accept your negatives? That is the question. Do you accept yourself as you are, with all your negatives, with all your positives, as you are? Do you accept yourself? Your emotions, your thoughts, your vulnerabilities, your weakness, everything you accept yourself. You accept that it is what you are. And if you have a certain thought patterns, and if you have a certain emotions, if you have a certain vulnerability, you understand that is because of your childhood, that is because of your environment, that is because of your past lives, that is because of your Janma Parampara. And that is perfect as it is. When you're able to accept your vulnerabilities, when you're able to accept your negatives, then there is an inner calling. Then there is a calling from your heart space that you want to transform, that you want to be a better person, that you don't want this vulnerability, that you don't want this negative qualities. So that calling comes from within, then you start working on it naturally, organically. Then the transformation happens. Then the healing happens. So the third step is self-healing. Before the self-healing can happen, self-acceptance is a must. You have to be kind to yourself without any judgments. You accept, yes, you have certain qualities, you have certain vulnerabilities, you have certain weakness. You accept without any judgment, you accept. Then there is a possibility of healing and transformation. So the third step, my dear friends, is healing happens naturally. You don't heal, but the healing happens naturally. So then the fourth step is self-transformation. You transform into a better version of yourself. That is the fourth step. Then the fifth is self-mastery. You master yourself. And then the next is self-realization. You simply go into a realization process that I am that I am. Aham Brahmasmi. You realize the purity, the core of yourself. Before the self-realization happens, the self-mastery. Before the self-mastery, the self-transformation. Before the self-transformation, the self-healing. Before the self-healing, self-acceptance. Before the self-acceptance, first is faith in yourself. And you don't need to make any efforts for this. That is the beauty. You simply have faith in yourself. Then the second step is automatic. Then the third step is automatic. The fourth step is automatic. The first and the foremost is having faith in yourself, not in others, in yourself. While there are so many fancy workshops about self-healing, the exercises, the workshops, the guidance doesn't help you. Your own meditation will help you. This is the truth. Buddha always spoke about meditation. Buddha never spoke about self-healing, self-transformation. He never spoke about it. He said, you first do meditation. Because everything else is automatic. Jesus Christ simply said, love thyself. He didn't speak about great fancy words. Kundalini, chakras, manifestation, visualization. Jesus Christ never spoke about it. Buddha never spoke about it. Jesus Christ simply said, love thyself first. Love thyself. Love the self, not the body. Self. But how does the love happens? You cannot love. Love is something which happens. Many people have this misunderstanding that they think they can love somebody. How can you love somebody? Love is something which happens. You cannot love, but you can accept. When you accept somebody unconditionally, there is a possibility the love happens. When you accept yourself unconditionally, there is a possibility the self-love happens. Focus on acceptance, my dear friends. The love happens. You cannot love. Acceptance is very, very important. The self-love is very important. Self-love comes very naturally, organically. Self-love happens when you accept yourself. So which means you have this relaxed attitude, the cool attitude, whatever I am, you are okay to be yourself. You are happy to be yourself. That fundamental acceptance is a key, is necessary for your self-transformation process, for your self-healing process. So to summarize, the more you meditate without any expectations, the more you automatically have faith in yourself, the more you automatically heal yourself, the more you automatically transform yourself, the more you automatically master yourself, the more naturally you realize yourself. It is the sequence. But it begins with meditation. And mind will make every effort to take you into the outer. That is the very nature of the mind. And when you understand the very nature of the mind is to, the mind will make every efforts. The mind will create some emergency in your meditation so that you open your eyes, so that you don't continue the meditation. The mind will create any kind of expectation so that you let go of the meditation process. The mind will create comparison so that you compare with others. Oh, the other person is moving faster in his meditation journey, in his spiritual journey. I am stuck. So the mind will create all kinds of comparisons, all kinds of judgments. That is the very nature of the mind. You have to be aware. That's why I said it is very, very important to have no expectations whatsoever. And some people think meditation is for metaphysical experiences. Some people think meditation is to know the past lives. Meditation is to activate the Kundalini. Meditation is to open the third eye. Meditation is for astral travel. Wrong. Meditation is not for all those things. These things happen on its own as a byproduct. But meditation is fundamentally for your transformation. Are you becoming a better person? Are you becoming a better version of yourself? Compared to yesterday, today, are you a better person? Compared to today, tomorrow, are you a better person? That means you are progressing spiritually. That means you are in the right path. Your progress in your spiritual journey is determined how you live your life physical, how you handle your life, how you deal with your physical life. That determines the progress in your spiritual journey. Are you a kind person? Are you, compared to 6 months, okay, you are meditating for 6 months, how you were 6 months ago and how you are now? 6 months ago, you are all blaming outside. You are blaming your parents, you are blaming the situation, you are blaming your boss. Worse, you blame God also. That is how 6 months ago. But now you don't blame. You take responsibility and you understand whatever happens for good. You have that understanding. That means spiritually you have progressed. Whatever happens in life happens for good. This is very, very important. If you want to come out of that mind game, you have to write in bold letters and underline, while you are closing your eyes and meditating, whatever happens for good. Internally, externally. When you are in this meditation process, your karma burns faster. When your karma burns faster, you go through many challenges. more and more challenges. So sometimes people say, oh, before meditation, I'm having some challenges, but after I started meditation, more challenges are coming. Maybe this is not the right technique. Wrong understanding. When you are in the right meditation, your karma gets burnt. So when your karma is getting burnt, that means more and more challenges are coming to the surface and release it from you. It evaporates from you. So the more you are doing intense meditation, the more the challenges come in your life, so that you learn from the challenges and you come out of the karmic bonds. So to understand, while you are having faith in yourself, while you are doing meditation sincerely and seriously, whatever happens in the meditation process and whatever happens out of the meditation process in your day-to-day life, it is perfect. Whatever happens, happens for good. And when you have this trust and when there is no expectations, then you become unstoppable. The mind cannot take you into Maya. Then you go beyond the Maya. What is beyond the Maya? Beyond the Maya is truth. So, my dear friends, yesterday we discussed about the science of meditation. Today we understood the nature of the mind and also what is not meditation. Tomorrow we'll discuss more about the qualities of the soul versus the nature of the mind, so that we understand much more deeper. Since we know the fact meditation is the only way out, we will spend more time in meditation tomorrow. Tomorrow we will meditate for 1 hour. And then we will do the Sajjana Sangatya for 30 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the beautiful session. Thank you, everybody, for joining. If you have missed any session, it will be recorded live on YouTube channel. The channel is already being shared in the group. You can go to New Journey Meditation or PMC channel, PMC Global and PMC English, and PMC USA. So these are the channel that has been where the session is going live. So, yeah, thank you everybody for joining. I'm gonna quickly look at the chat. Rupinder Kohli ji, I will add you in the